secret location, the investigation into Wolfbloods has begun.
Who are you? I need you to tell me everything.
We want to know how dangerous you really are.
I can tell from the beat of your heart and the sweat on your brow that you've been lying to me from the moment that you walked in here.
Do Wolfbloods have fairy stories? Because I'm wondering, is it like, and the big bad wolf ate Granny and Little Red Riding Hood, the end? or the big bad wolf came down the chimney and ate all 3 little pigs, the end?
I'd like to go now.
Because, you see, I've got my own version of your story, and in my version, Wolfbloods lie in hiding for many years, slowly infiltrating society and taking positions of power and influence, and then you come along and you say, it's time. Trouble is, I don't know how your story ends, do you?
It ends with humans and Wolfbloods living together in peace.
Come on. You've been hiding away for years, living like dogs. What am I saying? You are dogs. Because you knew what would happen, didn't you, if you showed yourself? You knew what people would do.
The man! He's coming! He's got a gun! You said there was nothing to fear. I'll talk to him. He's armed. We must attack.
No! Someone has to lead him away.
Then I'll go.
You knew what people would do. And you hate us for it, don't you?
I don't hear anybody.
Oh, that's very convincing. I mean, you seem like such a nice girl. And we all know what lies beneath.
We're called Wolfbloods. The clue's in the name.
Yeah, you're animals. And why anybody's treating you any differently, I don't know.
Smith, can we keep the investigation on track, please, without bringing in personal feelings?
Of course, ma'am.
Investigation? What am I being investigated for?
Well, when we discover that there are untold number of feral beasts living among us, what? Then we consider that a threat, and we believe you to be behind that threat.
What?
I'm here to establish whether or not you and your Wolfblood conspirators
Conspirators?
are a danger to the public. If I conclude you are, you'll be detained under emergency legislation.
Detained.
Oh, your kind don't like cages.
Cages. Cages.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You see, look at me. You'll be okay, right?
Yeah.
All right, come on.
That's a myth. Cages, so what?
You just have to convince me that you and those like you are not a risk factor.
But we're not. He said it himself. We've been here for years.
You've never seen any of them act like savages.
Occasional small lapses.
The thing about animals, they don't change their nature. We've all seen the viral video.
Wild Wolfbloods have their own ways, their own customs, but that's because they've never had to live in the modern world.
Are you saying they can adapt?
I did. I don't answer to tame Wolfbloods. When I arrived in the human world, I had some issues at first.
You're an animal!
But only because it was new to me. I needed guidance, was all.
Can you even control a wolf? I think I can. I just don't normally have to. Do you even know when it's happening? Not really. But I'll learn to. You don't have time to learn. Look, what are the first signs? Show me. I tingle. Tingle? Like a buzzy-wuzzy feeling. Where? All over! Right. So every time you feel that, you rein it in.
I'll try. Controlling your wolf becomes second nature, eventually.
The only thing that smells bad around here is you.
Tingling.
Now I help others to learn.
To stop the wolf, you need to recognize it. It's a tingling that spreads across your skin. Tingling.
Go. Now, imagine the bag is Hannah. She's goading you. You'll never win, Selena.
Is that the best you can do?
Come on, you call that a punch?
With proper support, any Wolfblood can do it.
Stop!
And while they're working out how not to maim people,
There are numerous stories circulating of what we now believe to be Wolfblood misdemeanors.
Name. You do know what can keep you locked up until you tell us, don't you? Fine. You snore, it's me, young lady.
Hey! What do you think you're doing? This is pure gossip. I can't imagine anyone I know doing that.
Where's Munir?
In there, finding meat.
You gave her some cash, right?
Gosh.
Please. I'm busy.
Yeah, but...
I'm on the phone to the police, so unless you fancy a trip...
No! Wait, she's... our aunt. Please, she's not well.
She's on medication.
I'll call you back. Just... get her out of here. But even if they did, so what? It's like blaming a baby for not knowing how to dress properly yet. We learn, we adapt.
What's going on?
I'm here.
except we've heard a very different account of wild pack life.
Hear from who?
I told you. We talked to a lot of your friends. Miss Carey, do you need some assistance using that chair? I can bring in an interpreter. Do we have an interpreter?
I need to know where Yana is. You said she was in trouble.
She is, and what you say could get her out of it.
Or not.
To help Yana, we need to know whatever you can tell us about her as a leader.
A fine alpha. Probably the finest.
This is a J. J for Yana. Okay, not a good example. J for juicy raw flesh. That's better. What are you doing?
Broider.
Get out.
Broider! A challenge.
Oh, I'm not fighting you. But you have to, don't you?
It's her last chance to be alpha. She's risking everything because she knows it's her only hope now.
I'm not fighting her.
It's her right as a Wolfblood to demand combat. You can't refuse.
So Yana refused to involve herself in violent Wolfblood tradition.
You were making one of your human jokes. Yana fought like an alpha should, proving that she can be strong, ruthless, and cruel as her father.
I sentence Rydian to the Chronic. No one is to go near him, or bring him food or water. If the sky wills it, he can drink rain.
He gives me no choice. For what he has done, he goes to the Chronic. The thief is... Aaron, take him!
Deny! I didn't! I'm not a thief!
Strong, ruthless, cruel.
She had to be.
How did the rest of the pack respond to
It
this?
is what they needed.
Ruthlessness.
Strength. I have heard tales of what happened after she left. The poison that welled up in her absence.
I am trusted. Your father's life is my life.
You'll be better soon. Won't he?
Yes. All better soon. Drink. The full moon will soon be upon us.
The healer, Maddock.
We have plants here that grow nowhere else. See for yourself.
The greatest betrayal of all.
This is hemlock. It's poisonous. Amelia, go back to camp.
You know nothing of the wild. When you forsake wolves for humans, you miss out on our strengths, our traditions, our history, our stories.
Wolfbloods just don't want to give up their old ways.
That is not the meaning of the story. The meaning of the story is that without Yana's leadership, savagery prevailed.
Do you know the story of the curious little cub?
Leave us alone.
Do you know what happened to that curious little cub? Nobody does!
Sorry? He tried to kill them.
Tried and failed.
Swear allegiance to me. No! Swear!
Stop! He's been poisoning my father!
Lies from the mouth of a tame, more human than a wolf.
Tried to kill us! This is hemlock! This is what he's been giving my father!
Traitor! Alric's illness began after you arrived.
Yana saved the pack.
Let him go! He won't come back.
I'm not seeing a people eagerly waiting for the chance to learn which fork to use. I'm seeing a vicious leader with a vicious pack who will follow her loyally, waiting for the chance to replace her.
Maddock is not all Wolfbloods.
Your talk of adaptation, it's a sham, isn't it? Your people don't want to adapt. You don't want to adapt.
This testimony does make your idea of Wolfbloods living in polite society seem fanciful.
This is not fair. You're twisting everything.
Your people living like dogs, eating like dogs, smelling like dogs. That, to me, says dogs. Savagery prevailed. You might want to be something more, but deep down you know exactly what you are. Savages.